Hello friends, welcome to the video tutorial of LINQ, and in this video we are going to study a grouping operator which is group by operator itself, only one operator under this category. Okay, you can relate a group by operator with group by clause in SQL. It operates in the same way as it operates in the SQL. So let us understand this part practically and let us switch to Visual Studio. So here I am using the same console application that we are using for previous examples, that is LINQ step-by-step console application. Okay, I have created one class file group by operator. Even I added a main method. I fetch all the students records from to students get all method and I kept it in all student. Okay, now here we are going to see how to do a grouping with the help of query syntax as well as with the help of method syntax. Okay, now let us switch to our original data that we have. Okay, this is our data, right? Now here you can group your data either by age or area, right? Only these two fields can be common in this collection, otherwise roll number is going to be unique. Even name, at some extent name can be unique, but age can be same. Multiple students age can be same. Even multiple students share the same area. So either you can group by age or you can group by area. So let us group it by age. First of all, we will concentrate on the query syntax. So here I'll say var. Here you have to take a data type as var instead of any specific type, because here we get some different result. I'll show you. So say group by age and let us put query here, because we are going to see query syntax as well as method syntax. So here from S in all students, this is our main collection, right? And then after here you have to specify the group by operator. Group S by S dot age. Okay, group S by S dot age. That's it. So till now what we saw with the help of query syntax, after this from operator or after this from statement we have to write a select statement only. But after the from statement you can either write select or you can either write group statement. Okay, now this will group your student records by age. Now I want to print the result. Okay, now my result is definitely not a single list, not a single collection. Okay, it is collection within the collection, means first collection will be of type age and under that age there will be a student records present. Okay, so how we have to print it? So for each, again I am going to use var g in group by age query. So as you can see here, look at here, what is the data type of group by age query? It is I enumerable, and within I enumerable it is I grouping and then int comma student. Now what this int means, my age is of type what? Integer. Okay, so basically this is our grouping field, or you can say key, grouping key also. Okay, let me put enter here. Now first of all, what will I do? I'll print the age group. So I'll say console.write line age group g dot key. You can get this grouping key or grouping value or grouping field in this key property. Okay, so this will gives me age value, and then after under that age there will be a student list, right? So for that also I have to iterate through loop. So for each var s in g, that value will be directly available under this g. Okay, And then here you have to say console.write line s. We already overridden the student toString method. So this toString method will print the value of that particular student whenever you are going to say s. Okay, I hope you understand this. First of all, what we did, we'll group it by age. Now this is not only a collection of student, it is collection of student under the age collection. Okay, so that's why we have to use nested for loop or nested for each loop. So first of all, we iterate through a group, and within that group we are iterating through the student list. Okay, so this value is of type student, as you can see here. So let us execute it and we'll check the output. See, we have 3 age groups. Under age group 25 we have 2 students, under age group of 22 again we have 2 students, and under age group of 27 we have single student. You can alter your data and you can check the output also. Okay, so quite easy, right? Now we will see the method syntax for the same. So method syntax is again going to be easy. Say group by, I'm again going to group it by age, and let me put this suffix method. So here you have to give call to the method group by, that's it. And here you have to specify the grouping field or grouping key. So s goes to s dot age. In the same way as I showed here for the query syntax, you can iterate through the collection. Okay, and you will easily get the output. So try it for the area or other fields you have, or whatever your data type is. According to that you can try the various combinations. So I hope you enjoy this video. If you have any doubts or queries, you can definitely write it to the comment section. I'll definitely try to solve your problems. Thank you so much.